Big weekend. A lot going on. Where do you guys want to start?
Started at least sharing the time.
Yeah.
How great would that be for these seniors?
It's great for everybody. At the end of the day, you start out and everybody wants to win a conference championship. It's really hard to do, and to be this late in the season and you control your own destiny with that, that's a great thing. At the same time, we know each and every game in the Big 12's a war, and Iowa State's been a top 25 team for about the whole season, and a very good team, and a team that defensively has been one of the best defensive teams in the nation from the get-go, and they're still top 10 overall defense in the country.
Could maybe just say a little bit about each of the three seniors?
Yeah, Flo is somebody, and it's a little different with senior day because you never know who's really a senior, but Flo is somebody that came in, and when you watch film, he's gotten so much bigger, stronger, more mature, and his game is improved each and every year, and someone that's worked extremely hard. He's represented us very well off the court, and unfortunately his parents aren't going to get here in time for the game, but I think they will be able to see him next week, which will be really cool. Matt Meyer is somebody that we recruited since his, I don't know, sophomore, junior year in high school, and somebody that is physically really matured, gotten so much better on the defensive end and rebounding wise, and then offensively so much more efficient, and somebody that's matured and throughout the years. And I know without him and Flo, we wouldn't have had the success we've had in the last 4 years. With James, somebody that when you lose guards like Davion, Jared, and Maceo, you have to have someone who can step in right away and help with that is an experienced player, a tough player, a winner. And James checks all those boxes, and I think he's really learned a lot from our players, and really wanted to be coached, wanted to improve, and he had great coaches before and did a good job with them, but credit him for continuing to improve and wanting to grow and get better.
Scott, how big was that pickup? Maybe even looking at hindsight now, knowing that
with the injuries too. Yeah.
How big was that?
Well, we all know in college basketball, if you don't have good guard play, it's hard to win, period. It's like not many teams win without a quarterback. And Adam, LJ, James have been tremendous. Dale has done a great job in picking up things, especially facilitating in the defensive part of things. And so, I mean, everyone's contributed, but when you lost Langston at the beginning of the year, you needed those guys to even step up more. And with LJ being out, and then Adam at times, James at times, they've really all done a good job working together and having great chemistry and continuing to improve, because a lot of times you have, remember last year our guards played together 3 years, so basically they had to do it Cliff Notes wise this year.
Heading into the the tournament next week or today is how would you I guess as a coach tackle the perspective with LJ? It's like you guys do you want to manage his minutes or kind of like save him till the NCAA tournament, or like how do you approach it?
Well, I think I listened to the trainer on that, and I know right now that's probably more the game plan than trying to speed things up. So we tried to do that, and I think this is option B right now, and that's really wait until his foot is pain-free, and hopefully that happens sooner rather than later.
Coach, what would it mean to win at least a share of the Big 12 title at home in front of your home fans?
Well, I think last year you win the Big 12, and it's in Morgantown, and it was a great celebration. And anytime you ever win a championship, you're going to celebrate and feel great. But it's something different also, being able to do that in front of your home home crowd. And again, we know how competitive the Big 12 is because you're playing a home game, because you're playing on senior night doesn't mean you're guaranteed to win. So it's going to take a great team effort from all the crowd, players, everybody. And then if you are able to win, then obviously doing it in front of your fans is something that's special.
Coach, you've battled a lot of injuries this year, had ups and downs, and yet you do find yourselves in a position to win at least a share of the title. What do you think that says about this group's resiliency, and has it felt just really different than last year's title?
Yeah, last year you had such a cushion, but again, just being in position, the Big 12 is the best conference in the country. I think I saw the last thing on the net rating. Our lowest team is like 67, and the next Power 5 is like 187. So like everybody is at the top, where in the other power conferences, there's one or two teams that are down here where at least you got an easier game. And I think that's what makes the Big 12 so special. And if you ever win it, it's a total team effort because you can't win it without your fans, your administration, and your players. It really takes a team to win a Big 12 basketball championship.
Coach, it feels like 3 years ago since the last time you played Iowa State. Are you able to take anything from that matchup, or is just too much change between then and
Yeah, you always take something from any time you play someone, but a lot of things have changed for both teams, and for the better. I mean, if you're not getting better each and every week, you're probably not being very successful. So TJ's done a tremendous job with them, and biggest turnaround in college basketball this year, and they play extremely hard, and he brought in some talented players that have bought into his system, and the returning guys have done what he's asked. So there's things that we'll use from that, but at the same time, more what we're doing recently and what they're doing recently probably matters most.
Scott, Jeremy's pretty much playing all over the court, even playing them at some 5. What does that versatility do for, especially when you got a reduced lineup?
Yeah, well, you definitely got to have guys that can play multiple positions, but basketball's kind of gone more to positionless basketball, and having guys that can pass, dribble, and shoot, defend a 1 through a 5, that really makes the game a lot easier. So Jeremy definitely fits that mold, and just even seeing how him and Kendall played against Iowa State the first time and how much more confident and physical they are than they were the first time, just on rebounding and toughness plays.
How much were you watching those 2 Kansas TCU games this week? Was that something you sat down and watched, or was it just kind of a put it in the back of your mind?
Well, there is no back of the mind, but I was getting score updates because that seemed to work the first night, so I wasn't going to change anything the second night or the second game.
Along those lines, just because you're playing for a Big 12 title on Saturday, how much do you talk about that with the guys versus trying to convince them this is still just another game?
Well, I think they know what's at stake, and the more you dwell on that, the less you're doing to really take care of business. And what I mean take care of business is control what we can control. So at the end of the day, if you focus on the party, you don't get there. So we're going to focus on what we need to do to be successful each and every play and put our guys in the best position to be successful. And you do that long enough, then the celebrations take care of themselves.
Coach, kind of on a random note, Chip Gaines put out something on his Instagram that he wrote a foreword for your book. When did you have time to write a book?
Well,
yeah. What's up with that?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't have been able to do a book without Don Yeager, the writer, because I'm not that talented, and he's written like 11 bestsellers, from John Wooden to Walter Payton to the who's who in the sports world. He made it real easy, and we did most of it in the summertime, and we did most of it before season began, August, September period wrapped up. So once season starts, it's hard to do anything else, as you know.
Well, Matt, probably your last game at Farrell Center, playing for a Big 12 championship. I mean, that's pretty ideal, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited that we battled back after some tough losses and put ourselves in this situation. So hopefully Kansas loses and we take care of this one and we get the championship.
Are you definitely gonna leave, or are you thinking about coming back, or?
It's probably 98% chance I leave. So, yeah.
What's it gonna mean to you when you step out on the Farrell Center floor, you get that ovation? What kind of emotions are you expecting to feel?
I think it's gonna be really special. I mean, I've been here so long, and like I've changed so much here. It's just like, I don't know. I think it's just gonna be a lot of different emotions. Like I've accomplished so much since I've been here, and like I've played like really hard like my entire career here. So I think it's just gonna be kind of, I don't know, a little bit surreal, like seeing that it's all coming to an end, but like not in like a sad way, really. Like I'm proud of like what we've been able to do in my time here. So.
Is there a piece of advice that you've received maybe, this year or last year that you wish you could have known, maybe your freshman year, or anything like that?
Yeah, I didn't really take anything seriously in like my freshman or sophomore year, so kind of wish I had like done that a little bit more. I was like super skinny. I was like 195. I wish I just like I still practice hard and all that, but I just wish I had taken stuff off the court a little bit more seriously. Just been more disciplined. That's pretty much it, though.
How much do you feel like you've grown throughout your time here at Baylor?
Yeah, it's been so much. Like my freshman year, I came in like shooting every shot the second I touched the ball, and like it's kind of funny to everybody, but like in high school, I was too scared to even shoot the ball. So it was like that was like kind of me trying to break out of my shell, and but then over the years, I've kind of tried to fine tune that. And this year, I haven't been shooting the ball well, but I'm trying to find other ways to impact the game. So, yeah, I've just changed and grown a lot in my time here.
Matt, have you changed your approach a little since John went down?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just really trying to emphasize rebounding because I know that's something we need, and Flo's doing a great job of that for us, and so is Jeremy. But I know that that's one of our weaknesses now, and if I don't step it up, so I've just been trying to focus on that.
You mentioned Jeremy. He can guard pretty much any position. How valuable is it to have a guy like that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think most of our guys can guard all positions. Like, our point guards can't really guard bigs too well, but like we double, and then our bigs, like Flo does a great job on point guards. Me and Kendall do a good job. So I think that's honestly what makes us such a good team is our ability to guard 1 through 5. And Jeremy, I mean, he's one of the best defenders in the country. So.
Flo, you're probably your last game here.
Mm-hmm.
What are your emotions going into it, especially with a chance to win the Big 12 title?
I mean, I'm excited. It's a great opportunity tomorrow to win another ring. Me and Matt always talk about it, how we was kind of like a little bit of an outcast coming in. 2018 class was kind of like, what's going on here, Like, we always have this saying where it's like, look at us, huh? Look at us. But, yeah, I mean, like, national championship, Big 12 last year, another opportunity tomorrow. So it's just, the sky's the limit, for sure.
Would you even consider coming back, or you have your mind made up to go? Or?
I mean, as of right now, it's a conversation I'm going to have with my family, but for now, I'm just focused on tomorrow and, winning the next game. So, yeah.
What do you think the emotions are going to be like? That's not the same thing. When you walk out there for senior day, kind of get celebrated a little, what emotions are you expecting to feel when you take them?
I mean, it's going to be a lot of emotions. Obviously, it's going to be great because my sister's going to get to see me play, and she didn't really see me play before. So it's going to be kind of mixed feelings, winning and also having family there for the first time in a while. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Do you feel any extra pressure knowing that y'all are playing for the chance to win another conference title?
No, not at all. For me, it's just focusing on the game. I mean, it's just one game. We always have this mentality the whole year, have focus on one game at a time, and tomorrow's just another game that we have to go out there and execute and win. So.
Flo, I asked this to Matt earlier. Is there some sort of piece of advice that you have received maybe this year or last year that you wish you would have received or maybe listened over your freshman years?
No, not in particular. I mean, I've done a great job throughout the years to be very receptive of all the information I get. So, no, not necessarily entirely, but I mean, I'm just grateful for the opportunity I've had to be here. So, yeah.
What would it mean to win the Big 12 title or co-title in front of your home fans opposed to last year doing it away?
I mean, it would mean a lot. It would be would be great, you know, me and my buddy Matt to celebrate. I mean, like I said, we've always been the outcast, so like I don't know, it's gonna be amazing. Like I don't know how else to word it. It's just gonna be amazing, considering when me and Matt came in, like we could have never imagined, you know, to talk about, oh yeah, when our careers get done at Baylor, we'd have like national championship, and you know, talk about 2 Big 12s,
Winningest careers ever.
you know. So it's just kind of surreal, you know, to come to a program who hadn't had that in a long time. So, but I'm just looking forward to it. It's an exciting time.
Flo, how are you managing? You're getting more minutes, you're scoring more, putting up bigger numbers. What's that been like?
I mean, it's been good, but for me, I feed off my teammates. I mean, obviously, my teammates have the most confidence in me, and they know my ability. You know, I've been working all summer, and they kind of respect that. And I mean, I just go out there and play and execute for my teammates. I give credit to James and stuff, who always finds me on easy finishes. But just it's been going well. That's all I can say.
Well, having your family here this weekend, you touched on it, but you know, how tough has it been to be far away from them throughout Baylor, and what does that mean to have them here?
I mean, it's been tough. It's been tough. It's been some years. Like, me and my sister was talking last night, and the last time we saw each other was 10 years ago. And I was like, it's a long time ago. But, yeah, it's definitely going to be good. It's going to be good.